Hi, I am Anna Martin and welcome to the Flex podcast. Today we're talking basically about movement snacks, which is where you are trying to use bite-sized bits of movement across your day to help get your overall output up. And you might be like, yes, Anna, you've spoken about this before. I'm doing my morning commute, I'm doing my evening commute, and I'm doing my lunchtime. And when I say commute, I mean a fake one, right? Because I know most of us are probably working from home for a lot of the week. So you're doing like a fake commute in the morning, trying to get a few steps in, a bit of lunch and a bit after work. Brilliant. But what can happen to a lot of us is we get up, we start work, we get really good at work, we're right in it, we're trying to be the best, world's best at our job. And like 4.5 hours later, you haven't been for a wee, refilled your water, drunk anything but the very dense coffee that you made yourself that morning. And you have just been sitting still for 4.5 hours. Now, don't get me wrong, it's better than like being still for 54 million hours. But what we want to try to do is pad out that morning a bit with a bit of movement. Now, you're like, oh, yes, but I've got work. I know, but you're more productive when you've moved a little bit as well, and it's better for your body. So you're less likely to have like days off sick with a bad back or whatever. So the challenge I had on this week, and you can do at any time. So if you listen to this like in 5 years time, just do it anyway, because I think it's great. And I've been doing it myself, is make a little playlist of some of your favourite songs or some brand new songs that you really want to listen to. And, you know, every hour on the hour, every hour and a half, every 2 hours, press play on your phone, play the song, and you have to move for the duration of that song. So you could be prancing about dancing, you could be doing the housework, you could be going to make everyone tea and coffee if you're at the office, you could be walking around the building, maybe walking around the block if you're at home, whatever it is, just be like, I'm going to move my body now. I just like to dance around the kitchen, obviously, because that's going to be incredible. Maybe you're going to quickly walk down the road to the shop at the end of the road to grab a pint of milk, whatever. We want to try to spread out that movement, even if it is just adding in little tiny bits more during the day. Plus, you will start to feel more energetic for whatever workout you've got planned that evening. Because I don't know if you're the same as me, but I tend to try to work from like 7:30 in the morning and finish by like 3 or 4, because then I want to go to the gym and I want to move my body more. So I do tend to try to kind of move it all a little bit forward, because I just don't love working after about 3 or 4 o'clock, if I'm honest, unless my body's moving. It's just not for me. So the longer I'm still for, and the days sometimes where I do have to stay at a desk till like 5 or 6, I am so much less likely to go and exercise in the evening, because I feel like I've been still for my whole life and it feels like more of an effort. Whereas if I've had like a really active day, or I have finished work at say 3 o'clock and then I've gone to the gym, then I go for a walk with my friends, I might go to my dance class, like I'm out and I'm moving. So it isn't just that, oh, I've just gone to the gym and gone home again. Quite often is that there's a whole evening of movement that's happening and it doesn't feel like an effort. Whereas, like, for example, if you do have that job that's like 9 to 5 or 9 till 6, and then you don't have to leg it out of the house first thing in the morning to take the kids to school or walk the dog or whatever, you could have potentially been awake in your home for 12 hours before you're leaving it to go and do your evening classes. And that's a long time, energy-wise, to be stuck indoors, right, in one space. It's a long time, and it's no wonder that it feels like an effort to go and do that. Whereas if you can get this movement in and maybe do these little walks and get moving, this can massively help. Movement it really does reduce your stress and lifts your mood. So moving has an impact on your stress levels within minutes. Literally within like a couple of minutes, your stress levels start to decrease. And that's really important in this day and age, because stress happens, right? We've all got these jobs that we have to do. And, you know, it's probably not the best thing for us if we feel stressed and all the time and everyone at work's getting on our tits and blah, blah, blah. So if you can do something to reduce it, like stick music on, one, that's the stress reducer anyway, And 2, then to move our body to it, even better. Breaking up your movement also reduces the likelihood of getting aches and pains like in your joints and muscles, because you're not kind of like still fixed in one position, like melted into the chair for the entire day. So we do want to try to keep moving. It also helps to better regulate your blood sugar levels. So if you are pre-diabetic or diabetic, that might really help you. And it also improves your circulation. So all of these things, you can tell, are things that are going to help you feel better and move better and get that energy going. So I do think if you can get in there, get these tracks on and do it at an interval that works for you. Maybe for you it's literally like I'm boiling the kettle, so I'm going to put a song on and dance. Perfect. This is the kind of thing that we want to do to get those little incremental things in. The chances are you like music. Like I talk mainly about dance, fitness, right, and lifting weights. So probably most of you like music. So this is going to be one of those things. You can follow me on Spotify as well, by the way, Animative Fitness, to listen to my playlists that I use for my classes. So I recreate the playlists on Spotify so that you can listen to them. So do keep a little lookout for that. So motion is lotion and all that jazz. We want to do what we can to try to feel unbelievable, basically, in our lives. And if this is something that we can make work for us, then brilliant. I'm doing it. I thought it was very fun, if I do say so myself. So take it for a little spin and see how you feel. Okay, this is the shortest podcast in living history. So I hope it inspired you to get moving and to get things going.